I start this song with this episode with leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone. Listen, this is Del K. Burton, and this is the real spiel. To all of the Cyclopses that are in the building, to the One-Eye Bees, to my brother in arms, Dr. David Israel, the Hebrew languageologist, and to all of the Spielites, Shiloh Institute, stand up, baby. We about to have a conversation from Caledon, Ontario. Your cell phone, your computer. We about to have a conversation. Listen, people need to leave Prince Harry and the future Black Queen of England. Leave she alone. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave them people alone. Now, I have so much to say about this couple. I've learned so much. Big up to Nuffy. Nuffy in the back room doing she research, boy. Nuffy, give me enough tank. Nuffy, big up to you. Listen, first and foremost, Harry and Meghan are not going through a separation. The unfortunate wording of the journalists who have caused all of this hullabaloo, in the words of Tyler Perry, the godfather of their children, I just learned that, is because she spoke about their professional relationship, meaning their adherence to all of their various charities and all of the various things that they consider to be near and dear. They have separate interests. They have a very robust calendar individually, which makes it potentially at times hard. Oh boy, that was a red light coming up on me fast. That made it hard for them to do the same things at the same time. And the wording of that made it look like there must be trouble in redhead and black paradise. Let me tell you something right now. First of all, James Hewitt, the equestrian teacher of Princess Diana, the actual father of Harry, is rolling over in his grave right now. That redheaded man is rolling over in his grave right now. We know, listen, Trinidad and Tobago, we understand what it is to say, man, they give you a jacket, boy. They give you a jacket. They give you a 6 for a 9. Harry is clearly the equestrian man's child. It's all right. It's okay. He paid him out of money. He said, that is not my child. And then the man, well, Harry is clearly still a member of the royal family, technically. But let's talk about some things in respect to how him and Meghan Markle had to basically excuse themselves from their royal roles. They had to give up a lot. They gave up their royal stipend. Harry had to give up his specific designations with the army. They had to give up their bodyguards. They had to give up potential honorifics attached to other aspects of their royal titles. They're not considered to be, you can't call them royals officially right now. However, what they did not give up, ladies and gentlemen, is they did not give up being the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. That means that Harry is still 5th in line to the throne of England, and therefore a black queen can rise in time. That's right, Meghan Markle. And I don't know if you guys know, like y'all might look at Meghan Markle. I always liked Meghan Markle. I loved her in Suits, and I really thought she was a fantastic actress in Suits. I thought she was a beauty in Suits. And Aishi Mother's a Rasta boy, a full Rasta, ringing she nose, dreads, a full black woman, right? We know Meghan Markle is a black woman. And we understand a couple of things. I do specifically that the reason she had so much trouble is because the queen didn't really want to bring jerk chicken into Canterbury. That's all it was, you know. The queen, I don't think the queen is a racist, although she's a heck of a colonizer and she thief out enough people money. And, you know, I don't bring Meghan Markle into the family. She didn't like that at all, and she figured a redheaded boy already is a love child for a woman she didn't like. And then he bring in a next woman, a black woman, into the family. Oh gosh, it's too much. They said when Queen Elizabeth II died, she left literally an undescribable amount of money to William and his wife, left Harry nothing. Zero. Not one thing to your grandchild. That is saying something. That is saying something big. When you leave nothing to a grandchild, what does that mean? As a grandparent, it only means two things. It means you're real wicked, or that is not your child. That child is not your blood at all. She said, hey, that kid is not royal and he will receive nothing. We know whose child he is. He will receive nothing. Not one blasted thing will he get. He causing trouble in here. He's the love child of the horseman. And now he's trying to bring black people in here and to generate the the real estate value. Oh goodness, poor Harry. Oh, you leave her alone. Leave these people alone. Leave them alone. If Harry and Meghan do what they have been talking about with Netflix and all these other things, these people are going to be sitting on, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars. So they're not short for money. Let's just establish something right now. These folks are not out of money. They're not out of money at all. Right? And regardless of not, if Meghan Markle, who I think is probably one of the worst communicators in the history of the royal family, I think that's really what it is. I think she's a terrible communicator. I don't think, I think her decision making is quite questionable. But listen, she's a black woman. They're allowed to do that, you know. I mean, again, making Tyler Perry your godfather of your child, and Tyler said he's not Tyler didn't go to the christening. Of course you're not going to the christening. They would have put you in the back, boy. They would have put you way up in the balcony seats. You weren't getting anywhere near that child. You think this is TD Jakes where they feel you're gonna lay hands? No, sir. Tyler, you would have been somewhere way back so over there. So they were like, Tyler who? Tyler Perry is not coming anywhere near this castle. He's got to watch it from satellite. He's going to watch it from the overflow section. Ah, my goodness. You guys need to leave these peoples alone. Leave them alone. This black queen, this orchestrator of the new royal family, I call it the new royal family. Man, if you listen to English press, how they refer to the both of them, they don't really come for Meghan that much because they don't want to sound too racist, but they call them grifters. These grifters, these carpetbaggers, that traitor, he deserves what he's getting. When they felt that, you know, like I said, when they felt that he's about to have a divorce or break up, and they feel Meghan is about to go her way and, I don't know, go date Kanye or something, they're calling Harry every name in the book, that he betrayed his country. Oh my goodness. They are dragging Harry in England right now. The UK is just mucking their feet up on Harry. Poor Harry. Simply because Harry had the privilege of dating a red woman? Come on. Man all over the world. On Instagram. On Snapchat. On Facebook. would give away their royal crown for a good-looking red woman, boy. And Harry is no exception. Let me tell you something. And it's a family show. But what kind of woman is Meghan Markle for a man to give up the crown for? Ooh, Lord, I don't know what she putting down. Meghan Markle, boy, I'll tell you right now, Harry know what he's getting. Harry know what he gave up, and he knows what he's getting. And if you taking that kind of wahala from a woman, and you have to turn up your whole life for this woman, Meghan Markle must be something else. Y'all better leave that black queen alone. Leave she alone. Don't play with her, you know. Oh, you guys, listen, Meghan Markle, if she could literally dismantle British aristocracy, thousands of years of British aristocracy, a black woman walk in there and say, hey, little boy, come with me. Just that. Leave the crown there, boy. Come with me. You hear me? Come with me. Come with me. Follow me down the road. Listen, if you guys don't think that Meghan is running that show, you've got another doggone thing coming. Okay? You've got another thing coming. Because that woman is something. She's something different. She is something different. You can't say nothing to Meghan Markle. You can't say nothing. There's no woman sitting around right now in Hollywood, anywhere, that can say nothing to Meghan Markle. Beyonce can't talk to her because your husband, we know Jay-Z has dipped out a couple times. You can't say nothing. I don't care who you think you are. You can't say nothing to Meghan Markle. Every black woman in the world should sit down and study Meghan Markle, because that woman has detached kingdoms. Let me tell you something. When you are a woman that has the feminine wherewithal to go and grab yourself a prince now. I didn't. You hear what I said? I didn't say a CEO. I didn't say a prime minister. I didn't say a governor general, a president. I said a prince. And you have the wherewithal to grab yourself a prince as a commoner, as a common woman. Apparently she's been divorced before. People like to throw that back in her face. And then you grab yourself a prince and you're calling the shots. You're calling the shots for a prince? Listen, you got to leave that woman alone. You tell that man, listen, I need you to walk away from the umpteen trillions of colonized dollars that are coming to you to be with me. My. Every hood chick who is a side piece needs to get whatever Meghan Markle put on her. Any kind of, listen, any kind of voodoo that Meghan is using. Meghan needs to sell that. Meghan, I remember when Erykah Badu created a perfume of the essence of her nether regions. I don't know how well it sold, but Meghan needs to sell something. Meghan needs to sell her Perspire or something like that, because whatever she's got and whatever she put on Harry, oh boy, that redhead man, in Trinidad they would say, he bazo D boy. He tabanka. Yeah. He sprung, as they would say in America. He sprung bad. He got it bad, baby. He got it bad for Meghan Markle. I don't know why rappers haven't written any songs about that. Drake, you need to write something about that woman. And y'all need to leave the future Queen of England alone. I'm going to live long enough to see them have to put a crown on Meghan Markle's head, and to see she Rasta mother go up there as the Queen Mother, holding down she ras with her little thing in she nose, and go up there wearing kente cloth Ooh, when I saw yesterday, and they said, "Oh no, it looks like there's trouble in paradise," and Meghan has said that the professional relationship between Harry and myself is strained. I thought, like everyone else, like, oh no, are you saying that these people are now giving us the preamble of a futuristic separation and divorce? And I was hurt. I was hurt to my very core for poor Harry. I was like, Harry, like many of us, we have given away so much to be associated with the fairer melanin sex. But I came for you black women yesterday, so I can't beat y'all up twice in a row, so I switched it around today. But then I realized that they have written articles in disrepute of what Meghan actually meant, because she's a horrible communicator. She's a horrible communicator. However, that black woman, all she said is that their professional relationship is strained. Sometimes people can't work with their spouse. I know, doggone it, I couldn't. Absolutely not. Some people can't work with their spouse. And we know them sisters, we know strong sisters, and Meghan, I can't even call Meghan a strong sister because she's beyond that. That wouldn't do justice. That wouldn't do justice. She's probably the most powerful black woman in the world. That's where I'm putting her. I'm putting her up there, baby. She did what Kamala couldn't do. Kamala couldn't do that. Even the great Michelle Obama was not able to steer Barack by the wiles of her feminine glare. Even the great Michelle couldn't do that. But Meghan Markle, man, she put a prince on his knees and said, "You belong to me, young boy." Meghan is not a joke. And when I realized when I read and I realized, no, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. How dare they misinterpret the terrible communication of that black woman? Because that never happens. That never happens. Black women are some of the best communicators in the world. Like I said, I came for y'all yesterday. I can't come for y'all 2 days in a row. I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it 2 days in a row. Nope. I ain't gonna be like everybody else. Everybody else is coming for Meghan. I ain't gonna do it. Can't do it. Because I came for black women yesterday. I can't come for them 2 days in a row. No. That's the rule. That's the rule on the spiel. You can't come for them 2 days in a row. Y'all need to leave that black queen alone. Because she's not doing anything wrong. All Meghan is doing is trying to live in her truth and to declare to the world that if she wants to live a life separate from the royal family, just because she married a prince doesn't mean that she has to cater to the thousands of years of tradition of white British monarchy. She has struck a blow for the liberty of indigenous peoples all over the world. Said, Queen, you came for our land, you came for our customs, but I've come for your child. I come for your grandbaby. And I'm taking him with me. We going to Tyler Perry's house. Apparently that's what they did. Did you guys know that? They gave up their UK status. I don't even know. This is the crazy part. And what I've read is that they're not even UK citizens. Just bizarre to me. Or maybe they're just not UK residents. I think that's really what it is. Maybe I read that. I read that incorrectly, but they're not UK residents. They are officially residents of the United States of America. I heard Harry's principal residence was in Los Angeles. And so they are effectively American green card holders. meaning they can get deported. But they've given up their rights to be considered to be part of the royal family. They don't go on royal tours. They don't get royal family protection, which is a very interesting thing. But Meghan's like, yo, I'm from the hood, baby. We don't need that. We don't need that. Ain't nobody bothering us. Ain't nobody bothering us. Let me tell you something. They mess with Meghan Markle, the Hebrew Israelites will rise up. Bishop Nathaniel will send 1,000 men in purple and gold to circle their house in Beverly Hills. The Nation of Islam will set the men in order. Farrakhan will blow a trumpet. And a million Muslims will march into the streets. Are you kidding me? Don't play around. Negroes in Chicago will spin around and say, hey, leave the black queen alone, baby. Meghan is one of us. And again, I think outside of the box. That woman has brought the British aristocracy to its knees. The fits that it must have caused Queen Elizabeth. She must have been befuddled in her morning crumpets. She must have been like, what is going on in here? My oatmeal doesn't taste the same. Yes, because it's grits now. It's grits. Meghan switched it up. It's grits you're eating, Queen. It's grits. I knew I have fun today. When I saw this stuff last night, I said, boy, I will have so much fun tomorrow with this. I will play with this so much. Meghan switched it up, man. Put grits in the castle. Put grits, cornbread. They said, we're not having this. Well, I ain't staying here because I'm not eating this kind of food. I'm not eating your food that doesn't have any spices in it. We need some curry powder in here. Oh my goodness. People, do I like Donald Trump? Harry does not look like Hewitt. Harry looks like Prince Philip, Charles, and the Spencers. You think so, Carla? Hewitt is a redhead man. Harry is a red-headed man. Harry looks like his mom, but he doesn't look like Prince Charles. Doesn't look like Charles at all. He looks like that equestrian rider. At least his hair does. Hey, Harry's a love child. We know that. This is well known. He's a love child. We know Princess Diana. Okay, she wasn't mixing up with Charles. Charles was doing his thing. She said, "You're gonna do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing too." Hey, baby, we all gonna do our thing out here, right? We all gonna do our thing out here. And she give him a jacket. She lay a jacket on him. Pops. Nobody did a DNA test publicly, but the Queen left Harry 0. That's telling. That's saying a lot. To leave nothing to one of your grandchildren? Oh, that's a blow. How are you gonna? How do you think of, as a mother, as a grandmother, you leave nothing to one child? You can at least say when he goes and accepts back his royal position, then he will be entitled to this. That's what you would do. You don't say you get nothing. That's a message from the grave. That's a message saying, boy, I know you're not ours, and you're not going to get nothing from me because you're not ours. Your mama wasn't ours. You're not ours. That's what that means to me. I think like old people. I'm gonna send you a message straight from the grave. You get nothing. We know who you are. Okay? That's why you run about. That's why you don't have no behavior, because you're a wildling. You're a wildling. You don't have blue blood in your veins. You don't have pedigree. You're not with us. That's all she said. In my opinion, in my X-ray opinion that I just got in the last 2 hours, I don't believe that boy is actually a member of the royal family by blood. But it doesn't matter. He's the Duke of Sussex, and he's the 5th in line. And I do hear that his brother and the wife had cancer. So now we know Charles ain't living long. He ain't living long like his mother. He ain't gonna live long like his mom. And he basically was an old man by the time he got that, because that lady didn't want to go at all. So then we know the brother and the wife potentially got cancer. Who's next? I don't know who's next, because I heard he's fifth. I don't know who else is in the mix of that, if he's fifth. But he's got a chance. The boy's got a chance to literally be the king. And that means that Meghan will be running that place, running it. She will run it. And they're smart, like I said. They didn't give up the Duke of Sussex title because that would eliminate their children from being in the royal lineage. They were not going to do that. They just said, we ain't going to deal with these people while they're alive. So if we got to give up a few things, we have plenty money. The world is big. We gone up the road. I gone, my black woman, I gone. I will be back. I will be back. Keep all them little title. I don't need them. I have my woman and I have a few $100 million. I ain't gonna be good. Tyler, you have a place for me? Yeah, Tyler, she called Tyler. Apparently Tyler became her GBF. And you know what that is, a GBF? I spoke about it the other day, that too many black women have GBFs, gay best friends. Tyler became her little GBF, telling her all her woes and, you know, being able to bare her soul to Tyler. And of course, this is why Tyler's her godfather of her child. And, you know, after speaking with Tyler, Tyler said, listen, come on over, man. Stay at my house, hang out, Lime. Bring your people. We have your kind of music, all kind of thing. And she did. And you know Harry is an honorary black man too. He's an honorary black man. You see Harry like lifestyle. And so Harry was good. They bring a little bit of money, you know, and everything was okay. But I need you people to leave she alone. You British people, you're going to have a black queen one day. It's okay. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. You'll love her. She'll be fantastic. She'll redo the parliament. Say, hey, listen, we're taking back control over here. We run in the country. We're the monarchs. We're not just going to sit down here and not govern. All right? So come talk to me. We've got some changes to make. I love it. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. And this goes to the old adage, if you can beat them, date their children. That's it. If you can't beat them, join them, but date their children to join them. Don't just join them. Date their children. Get them grandchildren. Say, hey, listen, give me your grandchildren. Taking over. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic to me. I don't know what you guys think. Spielites? He looks more like the Rose, you think, eh? Kyla Lockhart back in the mix. Hey, I just felt that they are far too critical of Meghan Markle. If somebody doesn't like you, speaking of the Queen, and they don't like you, they don't like you. What can you do? You're not going to force their hand. If they're treating you terribly, you're not going to force their hand. You're going to say, you know what? I tried. I try to be okay with you people. You know? I'm not giving the boy up. You can give me, you know, he's mine. Okay? I licked him, he's mine. and I'm not giving him back. And Harry didn't want to go back. Harry clearly was not sowing his royal oats. Okay? He clearly wasn't doing that. He wanted that woman. And that's his woman. And y'all got to just face it. Y'all got to deal with it. Y'all got to deal with that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You got to deal with that. Got to deal with it. And we know he's a love child. It's okay. But he's still the Duke of Sussex. Plain and simple. He's still the Duke of Sussex. He ain't going nowhere. You can't take that away from him. And regardless of whether or not the Queen left him anything, if he's a king one day, he's going to take it all back from everybody anyway. He's the king. He will be the king. His father, don't know that relationship. I don't know what that relationship is like. That's one thing that I did not look into. I wonder what the relationship is like between Harry and King Charles. Not Prince Charles. I've called that guy Prince Charles my whole life. It's almost weird to call him King Charles. Almost doesn't sound right. But King Charles and Harry, I wonder what they got. I wonder what they got going on. I wonder what kind of vibe they got going on. I don't know. Well, and clearly King Charles knew that his mother didn't like Harry. My grandmother was like that, you know. My grandmother, I used to come in the house and say, "Hey, mommy, how are you?" And she'd say, "Wendy, what's all that growing on your face, Wendy? I don't like beard, you know. You should shave." But my little brother would come in and you'd say, "Hi." And she'd be like, "Hi? What is hi? You have no manners. Where are these children with no manners? You have no manners. Cynthia," my mother, "Cynthia, this little boy have no manners. What are you telling me hi for? You don't know how to speak on." Oh yeah, my grandmother was. My grandmother made it clear who she liked, who she didn't like. And she loved me. She loved me. She loved me too bad. She loved me and her son, her oldest boy, Irvin, aka Patsy Brayton, may he rest in peace. The prototype, the true Terminator. She loved Patsy, and she loved Wendy. She called me Wendy. Most of the other grandchildren, they didn't like my grandmother. My dad didn't like my grandmother. My dad called her the Dragon Lady. Didn't like her at all. My brother, of course, didn't like her. And most of my girl cousins didn't like her because she was extremely critical. But when it came to say, not at all, whatsoever, that woman loved me, boy. She loved me more than my mother loved me. And my mother see this, she know damn well I say it all the time. She loved me more than you. Oh, gosh. And there's some women like that. There's some women like that. And there's some women that'll say, "I'm not leaving a cent." You know how many times my mother has cut me out of the will? Oh, my goodness. I said, "Old lady, I don't want your money, you know. I don't want your money. Well, all I want to do is I want to steal all your silverware, all those glassware and things." I don't know if you guys know Caribbean women. Caribbean women, they always have in their house something called a hutch. It's a cabinet, usually a wooden cabinet with all of the fine diningware, the china, the dinnerware that you're not allowed to use to eat. Okay? Every Caribbean woman builds her way up to a hutch. And she puts fine china. Back in the day, it used to be coronet. Now they figured out that coronet wasn't really fine china, but they put their stuff in there. And you can't eat out of that whatsoever. So every time I go to my mother's house, even now, I want to get a glass to drink, I want to eat something, I go straight to that old lady's fine china, boy. I go straight to her crystal glasses and watch her get "Why you always using my best glasses?" I say, hey, relax yourself. Because I want to drink in it before you're dead. I want to make sure you can see me drinking it. I don't want you to roll over in your grave when I'm drinking out of you. I don't want no money from you. I don't want anything. I am just going to use your fine china as everyday eating utensils. Every day I'll be eating with yourself. I love my mom, but I'm a professional in how to upset her. I know how to upset that old lady. Yes. So I think the queen probably when that little boy was growing up, she didn't like that little red-headed boy at all. Didn't like him at all. Looked at him like, I know he's not one of ours. And she could not wait to go find the royal executor of the will and say, "I wish to make a royal decree before the breath of life leaves my body. That little red-headed child shall have nothing. I bequeath nothing to him." But Netflix is going to give him everything that you didn't give him. Oh boy, 100 million one time. Netflix giving him 100 million one time, and that's just the beginning of all the money, the book deals, the movies. Oof. If anybody can make money, it's those two. Those two are the official royal family of the world, as well as the King of Swaziland, my brother, my friend, my pontiff. Hey, the King of Swaziland and Meghan Markle with her attachment, Prince Harry. Well, again, in closing, you need to leave some people business alone. When you start messing with black royalty, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to come and talk to you. I'm going to use a little bit of satire, but I'm going to make it clear that Meghan Markle is our queen. She's the Black Queen of England, and she can do what the heck she wants. And she's not stupid enough to divorce Harry and lose her office as the Duchess of Sussex. She's not a dummy. Stay right there. Sit down in your post and relax yourself. Take it easy. God bless you. This is The Real Spiel. This is Del K. Brereton on a satiristic Wednesday morning. We'll talk soon, baby. Love y'all. Take it easy.